Somewhere on a quiet farm in the rolling hills of Ireland, an unsuspecting guitarist is carrying a rare disease. Hello and welcome to Lockdown Songs number 7, and today I'm wearing the grunge uniform because we're going back to 1995, and as everybody knows, it is the law to wear a plaid shirt in 1995. That's going back 25 years ago, which is hard to believe now. We're going back to Anthrax's, I suppose, more alternative sounding album, Stomp 442, and there's my vinyl copy there, signed by all the members of the band with the exception of guitarist Paul Crook. So Stomp 442 was released in 1995, really at the height of that kind of grunge alternative period. So it's no surprise really to hear Anthrax going down a slightly different route for that album. It's definitely the rawest sounding album. You can hear it in the drums. The drum sound's not quite as polished as it was previously or subsequently. There's a lot more kind of down-tuned riffing, and as you can hear in the song Nothing there, a little bit more groove, perhaps. Now, this is from a largely forgotten period of Anthrax history now. This is from the John Bush era. Now, I'm not going to get into a Joey versus John debate here because I'm a massive fan of Anthrax. And I said to John Bush once that I often think of them as being like Black Sabbath, where they had Ozzy and they had Dio. And really what we get there is two excellent bands. And I think the same for Anthrax, really. So in terms of riffing style, it's in the drop D tuning, which means you can play most of it with one finger. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the solo, or the two solos that are in this song. First off, there's one from Scott Ian, which is really unusual because Scott rarely plays solos in Anthrax songs. This may have only been the second one he ever did after the track Burst on Sound of White Noise. And it's quite simple, but it really fits the song, and it goes... And then, as credited on the song, there's harmony guitar solo from Charlie Benante. What I like about this is it's not a typical harmony solo. I mean, Charlie's a big Maiden fan as well, and but it's not like an Iron Maiden harmony. There's something quite unusual about it, and it's very simple. and it suits the song perfectly. So put that all together, and what you got is a really great Anthrax track from the 90s. I'd love to hear them play it again. I'd love to hear Charlie break it out. He's doing a lot of stuff from home at the minute, with the coronavirus thing going on. And I'd love to hear him take into some of these riffs, you know. I mean, after all, he did write them. So that's today's lockdown riff. If you get the chance, I would recommend going back and listening to Stomp 442 and giving it another spin. There's some great stuff on there, and I think if you enjoyed nothing, or if you enjoy Anthrax at all, you'll find much to like on that album. Gladly share.